In anime, being strong isn't a skill, it's a requirement. How else can you hope to defeat all those mechas, dragons, and fantasy monsters? But just because a character looks weak doesn't mean he's going to be the underdog of the show. So, here are 10 anime where the strong main character looks weak but then turns the tables and starts punching hard. Let's get started. Number 10, Plunderer.
もう一つのカウントを持つことでこいつはバロットホルダーです
Plunderer is set in a post-apocalyptic world where every human being is given a count. This count relates to the status of that particular person, and when this reaches 0, he or she is dragged into the abyss. We follow young Hina as she tries to fulfill her mother's wish by finding the legendary ace. But when she meets Licht Bach, her grueling journey comes to an end. Now from the outside, Licht may look like an extreme pervert, but just wait for the enemies to surround this man so he could show his true power. Plunderer may be your average overpowered fairy tale, but let's just say Licht and Hina's relationship is what holds the anime to a much greater standard. It was released this year and a new season is coming soon, so make sure to add this one to your binge watching list. Number 9, Knights and Magic. It is common for most isekai anime to feature traditional fantasy worlds with mages and magic, but Knights and Magic usually have a blend of technology to make it interesting. It happens when a software engineer and hardcore mecha otaku from our world is transported to a fantasy world where warriors use mecha robots known as silhouette knights to fight off powerful beasts. This software engineer is born as Eru Chevalier and soon realizes that the magic of the world is related to the programming of our world. This allows him to excel in certain areas of magic as well as become a great mecha pilot. If you want an isekai with some hardcore programming, then here's a show for you. Number 8, Chrome Shield Regos. You want a powered fantasy version of Decadence and Attack on Titan? Well, you get a mixture of high school elements as well, and the show I'm speaking of here is Chrome Shield Regos. In this world, the Earth is dominated by a species known as Fifth Monsters. Humanity lives in moving cities, and Leifan Al-Seif is a boy trying to find a new life inside these cities. But the past isn't that easy to erase. Along comes a cunning student council president, Carrion Loss, who plans to use Leifan's powers for her advantage. Now, Leifan no longer has the liberty of running away while hiding his powers. Chrome Shield Regos is a combination of action, fantasy, and adventure, and if you like the main character looking weak trope, then you'll definitely love this. Number 7, Black Cat. One day, the gunman Train stumbles upon a rather peculiar bounty hunter named Saya Minatsuki. Taking a liking to her and soon striking a friendship, the two soon decide to become bounty hunters. Okay, by now you should know action anime doesn't have that much family-friendly plots. Turns out Train is actually an assassin who worked for the underground criminal organization. And not just an assassin, he is the most talented assassin in the whole country. Now, as he becomes a girl's pet dog, his underling soon decides to change his mind. How? By going on a rampage to get his attention. So just in case you need Black Lagoon but with kids and fewer curse words, well, Black Cat's got your back. Number 6, Jormungand. You are on the battlefield and you see a kid coming at you with a gun. You'll probably think of shooting or just ignoring him, but then this kid turns out to be a human killing machine. Jormungand tells the story of such a kid. This is about Coco Hekmatyar, a young arms dealer who does illegal business. Coco may be smart, but she isn't the badass here. That award goes to her new assistant, Jonah. Jonah is recruited as a child soldier, but soon displays skills to match a grown man. He's quick on his feet, he has good precision when using guns, and give the boy 5 minutes and he'll drop dead bodies more than you can even count. If you need a fun action anime with heists and bucket loads of revenge, then here is the show for you. Number 5, Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. Okay, now this anime has a whole lot of history in it, but let me just sum it up quickly. When the Earth becomes uninhabitable, humanity soon finds only Japan suitable for living. Why? Well, because that's the country where anime is made, of course. Anyways, the people of other nations are forced to live in pocket dimensions while the Japanese people take residence in their homeland. Soon the other nations invade Japan, forcing them to leave their homeland. The anime follows Toori Aoi, head of Musashi Araya Dust Academy's Supreme Federation and president of the Student Council, as she fights with her classmates to regain back her homeland. And remember, I only told a fraction of the world's history. There's a lot of lore for you to uncover while watching this anime. Number 4, Testament of Sister New Devil.
そして勇者も実在していると
With anime, little sisters aren't just little sisters. Basara Tojo gets 2 new sisters as his father plans to get remarried. But soon this innocent boy finds out that one of them is a future demon lord and the other is her assistant succubus. Now remember how I just said innocent? Well, that's not entirely the case. Basara comes from the ancient hero clan, and as the 2 demons try to manipulate him, he soon shows who's the boss in the house. Now, with his sides changed and jumbled, Basara swears to protect his 2 sisters from any threat that comes to them. Now, that's only the synopsis of the first episode. This is an ecchi, so I guess you won't need me to tell the synopsis of the rest of the episodes. Keep your doors closed while watching this, gentlemen. Number 3, Fruits of Grisaia. Need a harem anime where the protagonist doesn't blush and act clumsy when he's near a girl? Here we have Yuji Kazami, who gets transferred to Mihama Academy and only wishes for a normal life. But he soon learns about 5 other girls living in the same school, and each of them seems to have been put here for a reason. Yuji either intentionally or unintentionally gets involved in their personal struggles and slowly begins to learn about each of their pasts and the secrets they hide. It is based on a visual novel, so the anime adapts every 5 routes and arcs, so you can finish this 12-episode series and not only find you rooting for the overpowered protagonist, but also fight over who the best girl is. Number 2, Talentless Nana.
僕は今からこの子に殺されなければならないのか
If you have some experience playing Among Us, then this will be the ideal anime for you. But at least in the game, you get respawned when you're killed. In this anime, once a character is dead, he's dead forever. This happens in a world where children with powers are born and the government views them as enemies. These children are sent to a deserted school where they should survive on their own. Along comes a transfer student Nana, an assassin sent by the government to kill the students. Nana may look like a cute girl doing a cute thing, but there's nothing cute with assassination, is there? Nana may appear like a regular high school girl, but no one is safer when they are alone with her. Number 1, Punchline. Here comes anime and its weird stories. Here we have a boy named Yuta whose soul is separated from his body. And on his journeys around his residence, he sees the undergarments of a girl. A perverse cat spirit suddenly warns him that if he sees another pair of undergarments ever again in his life, it would result in a meteor falling onto Earth and destroying the world entirely. And no, not the boy's luckiest day. Then again, it was never meant to be his lucky day since he already died. Punchline is an anime that packs a punch with its comedy, action, as well as its rather bizarre plot elements. You have a guy who can bring the apocalypse just after seeing a pair of undergarments. Which begs the question, how underrated can overpowered characters get? And there goes 10 anime where the strong main character looks weak but is in truth a guy who could strangle you with his eyes closed. Anime like to pull up twists, but without a doubt this is the best twist it could pull. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you can be instantly updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you guys in the next video.